Everyone out there, this is Larry Jones with SITECH-INDIANA, and today I'd like to show you how to create some offset points from points that were possibly provided to you. So if you see here on the Siteworks screen, we have the 6,000 point series, and these are all storm structures. And so let's say you're wanting to do set some stakes for offsets. Well, we can show you how to do that. We'll go into COGO, create points / arcs, and then up here on the top right you have a question mark, and then it tells you what all these are. And we're looking for point at bearing and distance. So now we need to pick our point. We're going to go ahead and do 6002. And you can see it popped up with its coordinates, but it doesn't show us the elevation. And if you are doing elevation on your stakes, on your offset stakes, I would recommend checking the plans. And then also right here in this little mini drop down, you can see point 6002 at the end section. Its elevation is 816.78. So it does have an elevation. So we're going to go ahead and accept. That's the point we want to offset. And here at the top it's asking us for a deflection angle. Which way is this line going to be from this point? And then we have a horizontal distance, how far away. And then if you want to have a vertical offset, which in this case you don't want to have a vertical offset. So we'll give it a 15-foot offset from the point. And you'll see it's going to change the line. So that's 90 degrees. 0 is up, and so you kind of want to either have it perpendicular to this line or straight out. Since it's an inch section, you can just run it straight out, and so you can just kind of guess with the numbers. Looks roughly 280. That's pretty close. We'll go ahead and accept that today. And then we're going to go ahead, so it's going to be where the green dot's at where we're creating this point. Hit accept, and this is where it's going to ask us stakeout point or measure point. We're creating a stakeout. And point name, remember the point name was 6002. What I like to do with my offsets is I like to keep them the same number but add an alpha at the end of it. So we're going to call this one 6002A. And then for the point code, it's a 15-foot offset. And then say accept. And there it created the 6002A, and it's 15. And now if we want to do a double offset, it's common for a lot of contractors like that. We can set another one, and it's going from now 6002A, and we want to keep the same so it's nice, it's in a nice line. So we're going to say accept, and now we're going to change it to 6002B, and it's now a 30-foot offset from point 6002. And you can add in the code too. You can say 30-foot off 6002 or the structure number. And now we have our 2 points created for 6002. So for example, the contractor is wanting you to lay this in section out. You can put a lath stake here, and then you can put another hub and lath stake right here, and you can say 15-foot offset, and you can put the elevation cutter fill to the end section, and then you can put another one in a 30-foot in line, so that way they can put the structure in its proper location once they take out the center lath. Let's go ahead and do that again on another structure. We'll do it here on this storm structure 6005. So again, we go into COGO, create points and arcs, and we don't know exactly what all these things possibly mean. You'll learn them, but if you don't know them, just hit the question mark, and to do the point by bearing and distance. And now it's asking us pick origin point. We're going to do 6005, and then again it shows us this northern easting. It says the point name. Let's see what the elevation is in here. So 6005. It says rim, so it's rim elevation at 819.44. Accept. So now we go ahead and accept there. And here's where, again, this is where we have our deflection angle, our horizontal offset, and our vertical offset. Let's go ahead and do another 15 foot. And this one, let's go straight north, so it's kind of out of the way of machinery. But that's what's nice about this. You can change. We can go 90. I mean, you can go 180. You can do really any direction you want. But we'll go ahead and just put it straight north. Say, so that's point number 6005. So we're at stakeout point. We're going to go ahead and rename this to 6005A. And it's now going to be a 15 foot offset. And even in the code, let's go ahead and put on this one. It's 15 foot offset 6005. Accept. And there you can see it's created. So let's go ahead and create another one for a nice double offset. So we're leaving everything the same. It's coming off of 6005A now. Accept. So we'll change this to B and change this to a 30. Accept. And there you go. You have double offsets for structure 6005. And that concludes the video. Thank you very much.